We are going live from downtown Mulberry. So let's
the mean
see
streets of Mulberry.
Let's see if I can be lucky enough to get this chat working today, like it has been working. Let me refresh over here on YouTube and see if we're up on YouTube. If we are up on YouTube, good morning, everyone.
Still loading on my end.
Oh, I've got it live. So yeah, good morning. I know we're live over on YouTube, and just sitting here talking to Chris and Dixon about politics and stuff, which we're not going to repeat. Auto rendering error. Please restart your computer. Oh no.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Yeah, let's see if user browser error. So I'm getting several errors. So let me restart this computer over here. If one of y'all would be so kind as to type something out in the chat on Facebook. So let's see if this if one of y'all would be so kind as to type something out. Let's see if Restream bot is working. Did y'all type something?
I'm loading it.
Oh, well, I'll put.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it live yet. I still can't. It takes me a while to get it on YouTube to look at the chat.
It's saying it's working. I just typed in
Yeah,
hello. It's supposed to be going across Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. So, yeah, with this software, it's not like the good old days where we click one thing and then boom, we're on. You have to jump through so many hoops, and unfortunately, sometimes it doesn't work just right. I would like to point out my hat. SawStop. No, I do not own one, but SawStop, if you're watching this and would like to send me one, I will more than graciously take it. And I promise to do lots and lots of videos cutting things on the SawStop. Oh, yes. Facebook is working. Good morning. James Parker. Good morning, Russ and Dixon and Chris. Yep. So we got the bot up and running. That's great. While I'm trying to restart this computer, because the one that I mainly monitor in case the chat doesn't work on the Restream bot is having to restart. There was an audio problem, which I could care less if the audio worked, but it wouldn't even let me watch video because I don't have the audio on over here. But yeah, good morning. And for those of you who are Chris was very, very observant this morning, and I applaud him for that.
Once in a while I get there.
Yeah, this is a t-shirt that he sent me years ago, and it's from Boston Fire Department, and I decided to wear it this morning, and he right off the bat noticed what it was and said something. And then I'd like to point out that this is the back of the shirt. So pretty cool. I took a picture of it because it's easier for me to take a picture of the back than it is for me to try to turn my fat butt around right here on live video. So yeah, this is the back of the shirt, Boston Fire. That is very cool. So I know I've said thank you before, but thank you again. That's my wife likes it too. But yeah, I got some stuff in the news. The main thing I wanted to talk about too is well, I'll tell you what, we'll just let me get that set up real quick.
Jimbo is asking, where's Brenda?
I don't know. I haven't heard from her this morning. I don't know if she slept in or if oh, I think I already used that one. If she's sleeping in or if she's not feeling good. So I haven't heard from her. I think I've already used it. So I thought I hadn't used these, so I guess I have. So I don't have any news this morning. I was thinking I hadn't used those, but I did. I did use those. So, oh well. You know how that is. Robert Carr says hi all. He's over there on YouTube.
Morning, Robert.
I guess I could. Let me close this out here and then go over here. The problem's going to be is, yes, I can do this. The problem's going to be is once I get it up on there, I'm going to have to mute it real quick, which I did. So that's working there. You get used to when you, it's amazing that you get used to, like, this computer here is very fast. It's a gaming computer. I mean, it's like boom, boom, boom. And then I use this computer over here, and it, like, I only paid $100 for this computer, so I can't ask it to be a whole lot.
Yeah.
But it's like you do something and you sit back and you go, well, I got time to go get a cup of coffee.
Yeah, once you get a fast one, it's hard to go back.
Yeah, it is. But this is, like I said, I only paid like $100 or maybe a little over $100 for this. And this is what runs, this little computer here is what runs my videos in the background. That's all. It was cheaper to buy this than it was one of those little DVD players. And it's so much easier. I can just put a USB in it and I don't have to, burn a DVD. But when the other computer crapped out, I ended up needing, and I tried to use my wife's old computer. It has Windows 8 on it. I didn't even realize the other day. It is Windows 8 on it, and it wants me to upgrade. I'm like, I'm not upgrading to Windows 10. All this computer is going to do is sit there and play a video. So I'm trying to use this computer to watch and monitor the chats, which it actually is quicker than the other computer, and let the other computer that has Windows 8 run the video. So Leonard Davis says, good morning, all. Terry Marker says, good morning. Leonard Davis says, good morning. So Robert Carr said, hi, all. I think I already saw that and said something. But yes, so anyway, and I don't feel like going out and buying another, this computer right here, I think was like $1,800 on sale.
Yeah.
I ain't spending another $1,800 just to watch the chat. And so far, knock on wood, the Restream bot seems to be working quite well for the last 2 times. So Buster and Noreen Stott just joined us. Hi, all. The Restream bot seems to be working, and that's what I wanted, because technically that's all I need.
Geez, for a second I was hearing an echo. I couldn't figure out where it was coming from. I'm on the Zoom page now, but behind it is the Facebook feed, and somehow the speaker got turned back on.
Yeah.
I'll just go with the echoes in my head.
Hello, 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 hello.
A lot of space up there.
Yeah. All right. So what are we going to talk about this morning? Since I don't have anything in the news.
In the news. No, there is no news today. Go about your business. All right, anybody out there got a topic for us?
Yeah. We could talk about Whirligig Wars.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. So, yeah, if we're going to do that, let me get up here. And
Robert Carr is saying the cherry tea is down. It's planked and drying.
Cool.
I like some cherry. Everybody's asking where's Brenda.
Where's Brenda? Yeah. We don't know. She hasn't popped into the chat this morning. So Leonard Davis says, yes, I have one built. Robert Carr. Hi, Chris. Dixon Russell. Cherry tree is down and planked and drying. Yep. Okay. I think, Chris, you just said that.
Yeah. See, it's the echo.
Yep. It's an echo. It's an echo. It's an echo. It's an echo. But yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going back to the, where is it? 2019 Whirligig Wars. And what we're going to do is go through a few of last year's, since we don't really have any. Terry Marker, where do you find help building a Whirligig for us dummies? Terry, the best thing that I can tell you to do is go to YouTube and type in how to build a Whirligig and watch videos. That's the best information I can give you.
Not to give him free advertising, but Steve Ramsey has a very good basics on building a Whirligig.
Yes.
How to make the prop, how to bend the shaft.
Okay. So yeah. All right. So look up, and I don't mind advertising for Steve. I like Steve Ramsey. I've asked him to be on the show. Unfortunately, I think he's a little too big that he won't be on my show.
I guess that's his way he's making his living.
Yeah. But yes, type in Steve Ramsey and look for his Whirligig video, and then watch some videos on it. And like I said, I like Steve Ramsey, and I watch some of his. I'm on his email newsletter. I get it all the time, and I go look at his videos and stuff.
I wish my sister would stop watching his, because she keeps asking me, "Can you make this for me?" So.
But that's the best thing I can tell you, because now as far as plans, once again, go on to the internet and type in Whirligig War or Whirligig plans, and you should be able to find plans out there. There are books that are very cheap on the internet. I gave away a book last year on construction, and it was not that expensive. It was less than $20 on the internet. Matter of fact, let me set that up.
Yeah, Ramsey gives a real good layout on the prop, the shaft, and he makes it so simple, you can't follow it up. You got to come up with the art part of it, but he shows you how to make it work.
Yeah, you pick a theme and pick a theme.
Yeah.
I'd have to throw it on my computer in CAD and like a bus or something, split it in half, put a rod in there, see how the kids go up and down in the bus, and then put a fan blade on the end of it.
Yeah, let me share this real quick.
You take all the fun out of it. So.
I think I only paid like $20, maybe 25 anyway, but around $20 for this book. And it was the art and craft of Whirligig construction. It gives you patterns in there and talks about how to construct them. So, that's an option there. Look for something like that on the internet. But once again, the best information I can do is go tell you is to type it in over on YouTube and watch videos. Anytime I do anything in my home on any appliance or anything else, I go and not just one, like Richard Kuhn said the other night. Don't just watch one video, watch several of them, because there are more than one ways to skin a cat, so to speak. And so you want to watch several of them.
If you watch one, you might have grabbed the guy who's an idiot.
Yes. who has no idea what the hell he's talking about. So so go in there and watch more than one. But yes, that's the best information I can give you. James Parker says Pinterest. Type Whirligigs into Pinterest. Join the group Whirligig Wind Toys over on Facebook. That is a very good idea. They have a lot of good information over there, and I'm sure if you have some stuff that you need to know, that they will. I've seen it's a very nice group. I've seen them answer questions for people. But yeah, that's the best way.
Leonard Davis says he has one built.
Yes, I've seen that. Yes, he says I have one built. That's great.
Oh, he's ahead of us.
I don't want to see any emails or anything until after the first, Leonard.
I need 2 more days.
Yeah. Robert Carr says that's how I learned bookkeeping. LOL. Yeah. I like a lot of times when I'm wanting to do a lot of my video stuff that I do as far as with Premiere Pro or After Effects. I will go watch tutorials on video editing and making certain things. Like I'll type in how to make automated text, into After Effects on YouTube, and go in there and watch the tutorials on how they're doing it. And I can learn how to do it. So I use YouTube a lot. I mean, just not only for my show and for my videos and stuff, but just for information. There is a wealth of information out there.
Oh,
Yeah, if they only had YouTube and Google when we were younger.
Yes.
Oh my God, school would have been so much easier.
Yeah, I don't know how the kids cannot know. So you do study a little to memorize it. Now it's all out there.
Okay, so at this time, I want to share my screen again, and we're going to go through and we're going to look at some of last year's entries into the Whirligig Wars.
Nice.
So, I want to make sure we're still over on Twitch here. Give me a second. I know we're live over on Facebook. So this one is one of the first ones that was entered, and it's old. Is that Frisian or Frisian?
I say Parisian.
Frisian, Whirligig Wars. This one is just like awesome. He put a lot of movement in it. The horse's legs are moving, the reins are moving, the wheels are turning, and then the guy's throwing hay. Only thing I could I could have added to that is if he'd have made the rooster rock back and forth somehow.
Yeah.
But yeah, and see now he's using and he threads his own rod, or no, I guess that's not threaded. That's a coupler right there. But he's using like rod.
Yeah.
So threaded rod is not a good idea to use in this position going through here, because let me back up it just for a second and want to stop this or pause this. The reason I say that, as this threaded rod goes through this wood, even if you put bushings in there, as that threaded rod will go through that wood, it will still, because of the threads, will wear out the bushings a lot faster. And you can buy this solid steel rod that is easy to heat and bend, very cheap, very inexpensive at most of your big box stores. And so it's not like, and I use this a lot. I also use on some of my Whirligig coat hangers.
I was about to say that. That was what I used on my first one.
Yep. Coat hangers. The threaded rod I like to run through as the main, like this guy has done. And then let's see if he scans over, and yes, he does. Then you see how he's got this on the end attaching to the man. This you can use is where you would use a coat hanger.
Yeah.
Go from here to here, and then use your threaded rod to come off of your prop and run out through like he's done here, and then use your bendable coat hanger to run up and run this. This can be no less than an eyelet that you can buy at big box stores. So it's not like you have to do anything expensive. And what I have done also on some of mine, which I'll stop sharing with this, is I went to Harbor Freight Tools and bought a cheap, inexpensive threading kit to make my own threads on that steel rod. I think I paid like $20 for the kit at Harbor Freight. Now, grant you, it's not going to do everything. I've used it for a bunch of stuff, actually, but to thread the end of the steel rod so you can put a nut on it, because you might want to cap the one end of it to keep, and put a washer on it to keep the coat hanger in place. You might want to pin it with a couple of nuts and washers on the inside to pin that coat hanger in the middle so it can't go back and forth. You want it to have some free movement to go up and down, but if it goes to the left or goes to the right too much, it can get hung, and therefore it wouldn't work. So, but $20 for a kit that I bought years ago to make them to thread it. You can actually thread coat hanger too, but to thread the ends of the steel rod. Let's go back to screen sharing. And we'll go to, this is Venice from last year. This is just his artwork on the boat, the back, the village behind him. Look at the fish. The artwork that he put into this is just absolutely And there you go. Look at there. There's another look. That's just an eyelet that you can buy at the big box stores, and could be hooked with some coat hanger. I don't know what he used, but they do still sell mild steel, bendable steel in rolls that you can use for things like this too at the big box stores. But that's just an eyelet. And then now he's using the rod, but he's using cams to roll to move things. But now look at the size of the blades he put on this thing. Bigger blades, larger blades, longer blades means more wind power to run your whirligig. So, and I'm sure with the cams that he has on this and all the motion, it's going to take a lot of power to move this. So, we'll go on down to the Huntress. I mean, the artwork here is just fantastic. Look at the base as a shotgun.
Yeah.
Isn't that awesome? Cool? Yeah, it is. It's awesome that some of the stuff that they put into this. So.
And the fan blades were shells.
Yes. Good grief, Charlie Brown.
That's neat.
Now this thing is just off the chain here. See if you can get some wind going into the. I think, yeah, he had to use a fan, but look at this. Now this guy has to be an engineer.
Yeah.
He's using actually like blocks of what is that? HD.
Yep, UHMW.
There you go. There you go.
I make bearing blocks all the time with that stuff. It's awesome.
He's using that, and look, he's got gears. I mean, yeah, this takes. Yeah, there you go. This takes whirligigs to the next level.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. I mean, look, he's got the beak opening and his.
Oh, yeah, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, the beak opens up here at the top. He rocks back and forth. The wings are going up and down. I love the fan blades as the tail feathers. That is just like.
Very cool.
This is from Paul's Messy Workshop. Paul Corliss. And this is his weightlifting whirligig where they're all out.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Centrifugal force. It'll swing the kids up.
Yep.
That's cool.
Damn, it's windy in his house.
Yeah.
I think them kids are going to get dizzy and sick.
Yeah, real quick. Now look at how he used circles with the wooden dowels.
Wooden gears, yeah.
Pin gears.
Yep. Oh, this is just beautiful right here. Look at that fluid movement.
Nice wood finish.
Jack screw and gear.
Isn't that just awesome?
Plexiglass so you don't see it.
Yep.
Wow.
That is just totally awesome. Leo Steger said, good morning, everyone. Leonard Davis. Dixon, the problem is also, like Chris said, you get an idiot doing giving you the wrong info. Yeah.
Yeah.
Use a thread for and do the fan end. Yep. Yes, you can use thread the end where the fan blade is going to go. Let's see if he shows the end. And yes, he's coming around. Yes, on this end right here, you could thread this in where the fan blade is going and use a washer and a nut and then put a washer and a nut on the back side to capture that fan to lock it in on the rod there too at the end. And that's what I think Leo is saying out there. Dutch Whirligig Maker says you can use welding rods, 3.2 millimeter, and screw an M3 thread on it. There you go. Awesome wood things. Do you have any Whirligigs Mario swinging a mallet? Yes, I do think that is. I don't know if it's in this year or not. I don't know. Remember when you put that in? What year you entered that? This is 2019 Whirligigs. Matt, when did you enter that? I don't mind showing it, but I'm not going through 20 videos to try to find it. Do you remember what year you entered? This is him milking a cow. 2018. Okay.
He forgot the part where the leg comes up and kicks you in the head.
Yeah. And this is Jim Bashir's. And he made a duck whirligig. A flying duck. Now, these are really easy to make and simple to make. And, you know, you don't have to spend a lot of time on them. But the artwork on this is fantastic. And once again, he's down to where, you know, here's the thing. The day you go to shoot, and that's why I say I will accept a fan. The day you go to shoot, like him, for instance, you know, it's dead. There ain't no wind.
Nope.
You know?
That's when I built, I had that problem.
Yep. So, yes, I will allow a fan to be used. That's not a problem. If you can't get it to move like Jim is having, yeah, put it in front of a fan like Paul did. Paul was having problems, I think, also in his video. And remember, and some of these guys didn't listen to the rules as good, that first 2 minutes, I want to see the whirligig in motion so I don't have to go through a whole ton of video to get to that motion. And some of these guys didn't do the rules right. And so therefore I could have disqualified a few of them. So I want to see it right up front. So I ain't got to go through that whole long video, you know? Chris Nealon says, howdy, Chris. So,
hey, Chris.
Yeah, let me go back here and pull. It might take me just a second to go back through and pull 2018s. 2018 Whirligig Wars. And this is one that Matt was talking about. And this is my friend Matt Haas's 2018 Whirligig War entry. I want to get it to where it was working. There we go. Mario. I'm Mario. Now, that looks exactly like a coat hanger. Matt, are you still there? I would almost willing to bet that was a coat hanger going up to make
Probably,
this
yeah.
move.
Looks like it.
Yep. I would be willing to bet that that's a coat hanger. Oh, I don't want it to go off that quick. Come on. But yeah, that looks like a coat hanger. So here, we'll run through. I don't want to be on here too much longer because I got a couple of things I got to do this morning. But yeah, that's pretty awesome. We'll go through a few of these real quick. Santa, or the Polar Express kind of. It's not Polar Express, which is awesome. The horse race. Matt Haas, and then I want the birds. Now look at this fluid movement. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
Paul had this one in here this year.
We definitely got some creative people out there.
Yep. This was another weightlifting. He's weightlifting. I love the movement on his, his butt. Oh, that's a little fun. That's too funny. Yeah, this is a good one. She's trying to swim him away from the shark. Help me, help me. See, now I like this one. See how she, whoever did this, what was her name? Or Donald. Yeah, okay, Donald. I said she. Sorry, Donald. Donald made this. Donald Vlogsfy. Donald Matthews. And see how he opens up? First thing, boom. I'm seeing it. That's what I want to see. And then you can go into your introduction and everything, you know? I don't want to have to go through all that crap to...
I should send you a video of a 3-4 year lifespan thing of my life, and then at the end you get the Whirligig.
Yeah. Well, you'll be just... This year I'm going to get a little bit more hip on that. But look at this. Look at this. Whew, boom. Knocks it out of the park. Whew, boom.
Oh,
and look, the coordination. How the bat, as the ball comes up.
Yep.
That's awesome. All right. Yeah, I got something I got to do this morning. So that's the reason we're going to kind of cut the show a little short. But Robert Carr says, that's cool. It's me, Mario. Yes, a coat hanger. See, I told you that was a coat hanger. Yes, yeah. He used the coat hanger to do that. Matt says, thanks for showing that. That's fine, Matt. The rod was actually a political yard sign, but what was attached to the Mario was a coat hanger. So he used a political yard sign. He took the rod, the straight pieces out of that to make the main thing that turned the propeller over to Mario. And then that attachment up, like I told you, was a coat hanger, like I thought. So
yeah, I got a couple of those floating around. That could work.
Yeah. Yeah, a political sign. That's good. The steel rod that you can get, like I said, at the big, either Lowe's carries it or a Home Depot carries it. Most of your place, Ace Hardware carries it. It's not that expensive. It's a couple of bucks for a piece, you know, 2 foot long. I like that. The problem with that being is you need to coat it with something, because it's just raw steel and it will rust quick.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, once you put it out there in the weather, you need to like keep it oiled or spray clean it real good, and before you insert it, spray some clear acrylic on it and let it sit and dry, and then insert it in. And that clear acrylic will help protect the rod from rusting. Coat hangers will rust too. They have that lacquer over the top of them that helps them keep them for a while. But you leave that sucker out in the rain and in the sun for a while, and I guarantee you'll see that lacquer peel off that steel.
Right. What about the types of wood you use?
You can use pretty much anyway. As far as wood, the sky's the limit. Yeah. I wouldn't put a lot of money into it. I've used pine very successfully, as long as you keep it. And you can use plywood, Baltic birch plywood. The problem with both of those is they're not designed to be outside, so you have to coat them. You have to put 2 or 3 coats of paint on them,
right?
So they'll hold up. Pine will hold up. I made a pair of ducks and painted the crap out of them, and then shot clear acrylic over them, and they lasted me for 6, 7, 8 years before they finally started. And if I'd have took the time to take them inside and done some stuff to them and put them back out, they would have hadn't deteriorated. I just
a lot of my Christmas decorations are made of pine, because they're outside. I'm not going to spend top dollar on them. So
Robert Carr,
I get about 4 seasons out of some of my decorations.
Robert Carr says, thanks, that made my day. You're welcome, Robert. Pallet wood, yes, you can use pallet wood. You can use one that I should show. Let me go back and just real quick. I know I said it was only going to be on here 30 minutes.
There's your challenge: pallet wood Whirligig. That way you can use your video for 2 contests.
Yeah, here we go. This one's the one I wanted to show. And this is from my friend Al Forte. And he made his out of, I think, HDMI, or what is it? What'd you say, Dixon?
UHMW.
UHMW. I believe he made that out of this. No.
He 3D printed some of it.
Yeah, some of that
Yeah.
he 3D printed. Like the end here where the bubbles go, he 3D printed that and the gear and everything.
Yeah, and that's PLA, and that'll last 3-4 years outside easy. PLA.
Yep.
As long as it doesn't heat up real hot.
So you see, he used plastic and a 3D printer to create one. You know? So if it had a lot more wind behind it, it would have worked a lot better. He was having problems with not having enough wind to blow through the here to produce the bubbles. So
yeah, planetary gears in the center.
Yep. Isn't that cool?
Neat work.
So Al made that. See, you get a bubble every once in a while floating through there. You just need that needed a lot of wind to cause it to work. So, but yeah. So yeah, the sky's the limit. Pallet wood can be used. Pretty much anything you can want to steel. I mean, if you're a welder and can put one together with steel, do that. And pretty well the sky's the limit. And there is no limit as far as to what you make. Other than the fact I don't want anything that, you know, your mother or your grandson or you wouldn't want them to see, because I can just imagine that there are people out there that would make.
Just think this way: would you give it to your grandmother?
Yes.
It has to be a rated X3 whirly.
Yeah, no even rated R whirligigs. They have to be PG-13. So PG-13.
That's some good work. I tell you, there's some creative people out there.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. And like I said, some of them that makes like those planetary gears, like Al printed that, you know, and then the guy that made the rooster. I mean, you know, you can tell this guy is into either an engineer or a metal worker. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's been in putting things together like that. Yeah.
And just so people don't let the guys who are engineers freak you out that you can't do this, because I think a lot of the judging goes into the creativity.
It is, and a lot of it is for instance, I think the Venice, if I'm not mistaken, won a prize last year because of all the artwork and stuff that he put into that. And he used just regular like cams that just rolled around and lifted and pushed rods up and down. So, and they can be done. Yes, a lot of that movement can be done. Back to the birds. If you go look at the birds, he didn't use any like really fancy gears. So. Yeah, but that's the whirligigs, and I'm going to mark this one as on my YouTube when it posts about whirligigs, so people can come over and watch it. And if everything goes right, I just checked the analytics on my website this morning, and the Whirligig War 2019 Whirligig, or no, 2020 Whirligig War. Yeah, I forget what year we're in. The 2020 Whirligig War page, since I first started posting about the whirligigs, which was probably Monday or Tuesday, I don't remember. I think it was Monday. Yeah, Monday has the page itself has 96 views. So 96 people since Monday has visited that page and looked at it. So
cool.
If I only get a third of that, if I only get 30 entries, I will be tickled pink, so to speak. So yeah,
it should be a good year.
Yep.
I mean, everybody's home right now. It should be a good year.
It should be, and I'm doing a little early. Like I said, that'll give me a time to a little break between now and the pallet challenge.
I think it's a good idea. You start advertising it a week or two before it starts.
Yeah.
That way, people are already thinking about it. They get time to come up with a design.
And just like who was it that went? Let me back up through the Leo. I think he said, or was it Leo or? Leonard Davis says, I have one built. See?
Yep.
I don't care if you start working on it right now. The actual contest is not until May 1st, and from May 1st to May 31st. So you had instead of 4 weeks, you had almost 5 weeks from the time I first started advertising.
Yeah.
So I don't care if you start working on it now. I just don't want to see any emails and videos until after May 1st or on May 1st. So Leonard has already got one built. And he's probably finishing it up. So on May 1st, he can boom, probably be one of the first ones in line to pop his video up. So I don't care if you start now. That's no problem. That's the reason and like Chris said, I just wanted to get out there a little early. That gives me, and that gives me some time, you see, to get, rather than back to back, that gives me a little breathing room so that we can have the judging in June and give away the prizes in June, and yet it gives me a little time to get set up and ready and do start the advertisements in June for July's Pilot Wood Challenge, rather than just back to back.
Pilot Challenge.
Yep, rather than just back.
I don't know why I enjoy that one of all of them so much.
Jim Dockrell says, good morning. Good morning, Jim. Leonard Davis, and I would let you on, Jim, but we're fixing to close this out.
You're late, Jim.
I Facebooked him this morning and asked him if he wanted to be on the show, but he's just now coming in. We're fixing to close out, unfortunately, because I got something I got to get done. I was supposed to have been out of here 15 minutes ago, but Leonard Davis says it's simple to get an idea how to make a better one. Yes. Robert Carr says, thank you, Jim. Gents, be safe and off. I'm off and now and all, God bless. Yes, we're fixing to get off of here because, like I said, I got something I got to do. So, yes, but that's it. And we'll be talking more about the Pilot Wood the Whirligig Wars as it comes up, and the Pilot Wood Challenge, because it's next in line on some of these morning shows and everything. So, but yes, thanks. I thank you, Dixon, and thank you, Chris, for being on here this morning. I hope Brenda's all right, and I'll Facebook her later on today and private message her and ask her how she's doing. I know she's been having some issues.
Has anybody heard from Katie?
Katie, yes, she's doing fine. She's two things. She's taking a break from Facebook, and she also has a job. Yes.
Pesky jobs.
Yep. Well, she's and she told me this. I think I didn't know if she told me she's working for somebody and she's cleaning out their barn, like their stalls and stuff. So, yeah. So she's doing, but she said she was fine. She just she's been real busy. So, but James Parker says, have a good day. Stay safe. Yes. Jim Dockrell says, not quite awake yet. More coffee needed. I understand that. I actually had 3 cups. I woke up a little late this morning. I actually had 3 cups this morning, which I usually only have 2.
I'll tell you, when I gotta start going back to the office, it's gonna be a gut punch. I'm getting used to sleep until 8 o'clock.
Yeah. All right, guys. Anyway, we're out of here. Thank you for watching, everybody who's been over there on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We appreciate it very much. And once again, thank you, Dixon, and thank you, Chris. We will see y'all later. Just remember, keep your head low, keep your mask on, wash your nasty hands. And as Brenda says, take your vitamin C. And
have a good one.
Have a good day.
Stay safe. See you later.
God bless.
Bye.